Good evening. Hello there, and welcome along to part 2 of the Shell 4000 in Richard Burns Rally. And we're continuing the journey across Canada with the Volvo, and we're starting in Golden, which is where we finished leg 1 or part 1, and we will continue eastwards towards Wainwright with a freshly straightened Volvo 240 and with some new paint to it as well. So it is a blind rally, or blind championship if you want as well. So there will be no pace notes going through the entirety of the event. I'm trying to look at the stats to see where I was finishing last time around. Let's see, Shell 4000. I finished as 91 out of 169 drivers who finished with or without Super Rally times. So yeah, I had 5 stages of Super Rally last time around. And that was putting me way down the order. So I want to rectify that tonight too, and I want to drive all the stages. Of which I could have looked at that too when I was at the website. Bad planning 101. Let's see. We're checking. Let's see. This rally is 99.9 kilometers long. 2 legs, 12 stages in total. So 5 legs in 5 stages in leg 1, and then 7 stages in leg 2. With some dry and wet gravel through the first leg at least, and seemingly on leg 2 as well. Leg 2 will be mostly dry. I do see that Janne Lahan is driving at the same time, so there is that. Yes, this is on the new update that was released earlier today. Fun thing about that, I had to have a look back, or have to do some error searching or whatever you want, because I did not have any engine sounds at all when I started the driving or warming up a bit earlier today, because somehow the game update had turned off all of the engine sounds in the game for me. But we've fixed that now, so there's that. That is sorted. Right, let's see now. We have some... Hi guys, by the way. There is some new fun stages in that update as well. But that is something to look at later on. Now, first stage is from Golden to Lake Louise on asphalt. Let's see what the notes say to that. I'll change the car first of all. Go with the Volvo, gravel wet. because even though this is an asphalt stage, the rest of the leg is on gravel, so we want some gravel tires. Golden to Lake Louise. Watch for blue countdown boards marking hazards. Okay. And 6 kilometers to 8 kilometers, especially treacherous section. Use caution. So looking at the map, I think that might. Sorry. Because this is Sorica, so I think that will be the downhill section after after we've been in that little town with the chickens in the middle of the road. So no, I haven't memorized the courses as such, but a lot of the stages I have driven a lot before, so I know them so roughly, and that helps. Yeah, the Impreza is a nice car to drive. It's a very forgiving car to drive. However, in this championship, you can drive the car, but you will not score any points, because you will be registered as disqualified from all of the rounds, because it is supposed to be only two-wheel driven cars in this championship. So let's bring the freshly painted Volvo out to Sorica. We'll see if we can get it to Lake Louise. Sorry. Which is kind of funny, because the stage ends, the finish line of the stage is like 200 or 300 meters back from where we started the stage. I do wonder whether I will have any rear tires left by the end of the stage, because that's 3% of them down already. And we're only 500 meters in. Now this is also a little bit like in Monte Carlo, because you can potentially go with the asphalt tires and set up for the loop, but so you will be able to gain quite a lot of time on this one stage. How much will you lose on the rest? I just noticed on the damage board up there, one thing is that I have a cracked windscreen and some bodywork damage after that initial spin where I sideswiped a tree as I stopped, but that also did bend a trailing arm on the front left. Well, it's a new livery, but a new livery from round one. But from this angle, it should be pretty much the same, because I had the black bonnet and the red front wings, front fenders on the car in round one as well. The only thing new really from this perspective is the yellow stripes. But the sides of the cars look a bit different. The livery is... I took a livery from an old Porsche Cup car that I had driven in R Factor 1. Yeah, I guess around 2009, 2010 somewhere. Figured that was a cool livery. So I adapted that onto the car. But that livery was predominantly white. Okay, so here's the blue countdown boards for the first hazard, which is the chicane. I do like colors on my cars, so I did put some more red and yellow on the car instead. And then fun fact number 2, because yesterday I was spectating the second round of the Norwegian Rally Championship, Rally Finnskog. And then due to the short way to Sweden from where that rally was held, there is a lot of Swedish competitors. And there was one Swedish Volvo with a red and yellow and black livery that looked quite a lot like this one. So that was a bit strange. So we're now into the tricky section. That was actually the little town of Sorica. Blue boards because of the junction. Oh. Hi Richard. Welcome along. Warning for an upcoming chicane. Another one. Well, the usage of rear tires has it has flattened a bit after after that ramp over there, by the way, is the where we started the stage. No, I used a lot of tires on the first 500 meters, and then it kind of evened out after that. Ooh. A pretty local rally then. Oh, I see that Gene at the bottom of the list here has been driving the wrong car. Another one that will be excluded from the results. Yeah. Have fun, Bernard. Yeah, indeed, Richard, I am driving the a red Volvo 240. And it is as sideways as you can imagine it will be, especially with gravel tires on asphalt surface. Hi Kev, thank you. Yeah, and I have told a story about that car, by the way, Mr. Mirwald, but you weren't here. 44th in Group A after that stage. So do I have time to repair the steering rod? Yes, I do. So the car is at least tracking straight for next for next 2 stages. So now we will see if somebody who's driven with asphalt tires and set up on that first stage, if they might be regretting that for the next ones. Story time. Well, I can tell it again. I had a very basic livery for the car on the first round of the championship, so I wanted to do something out of it. So when I was browsing through some of the older work that I've done, I found a livery for a Porsche Cup car that I'd driven with in Racing League Nordic in 2009-2010 or thereabout, which in itself was a replica of sort or adaptation of Russell Ingall livery from the V8 supercars back in the days. So I needed to, so I did adjust that livery for the Volvo, but that livery was predominantly white, so I slapped some more colors on it. So now it's red and yellow with some black details, so red and yellow as the usual RMI car is. Then Ola and I was out spectating Rally Finnskog yesterday, and there was a Swedish Volvo in there, or Volvo with a Swedish crew, that had pretty much the same colors as this car. Now Hussey, this is one of those who has been those stages that has been updated, hasn't it? So, Hussey. I know that I have driven the BTB version of it. Well, I have driven this stage before, but it's not one that I've driven a lot. So I'll rather drive like a wimp and get through. Oh. That bright sky against the dark road is also a bit straining on the eyes, actually. Trying to read these Finnish roads with the one thing I just remembered is that I forgot to look at the safety notes before I started driving. Forever the professional. I know that there is a junction coming up pretty soon. It is clearly marked with tape and arrows where you're supposed to go. Have you driven this one yet, Cap? Or are you going to drive it? Oh, this is the one you're driving later, isn't it? This tightens. There's quite a lot of wheel spin. Yeah. Well, with a turbocharged rear-wheel drive, there is bound to be a lot of wheel spin, especially on loose surfaces. Yellow boards.
Alright, get her to the control.
And across the line. It's a little bit of a workout driving this car. I have been faster through here by 43 seconds in the Skoda Favorit. Yep, you're driving it later. So you're using this as an illegal recce then. So 59th overall on this one, so that's a lot better. Of course, the instant I don't spin, I do finish a lot further up in the leaderboard. But a 5:15. And a 4:09, so I'm over a minute behind the fastest one on the stage, who can't see at all. A Falcon had a spin and is still on 4:14. This put me up the leaderboard, up to 65th. A 32nd in class. And now we're on to, this is Schuvert, I think, Schuvert in gravel. Let's have a look at the safety notes. Alberta Forestry Trunk Road. South of Nordegg was the previous stage, which was with 1.6 kilometers dangerous tightening turn, 2 kilometers left over dangerous blind jump, 3.5 left over blind crest, and 4.9 junction right. Yep. Now next stage is Sufi Peak Forestry Access Road. So 2.5 kilometers unseen hairpin left, 3.7 kilometers junction right, 5.5 kilometers unseen junction left, and 6.2 kilometers unseen hairpin left. So that is what we have to, what we can look forward to on this stage. Yep, Schuvert gravel. And then there is a roadside service after this stage.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't think the rear tires are worn enough to be able to change them on that roadside service. However, the way this this wheel spinning is going on here, we might be able to change it regardless. So difficult to find traction. I've used a fair bit of front tires as well. That is mostly down to locking up and the braking. At least that's what I can imagine it being. Well, you know what? I might be able to change those tires on the service. That would be excellent to have a fresh set of rear tires for the next, for the last 2 stages of leg 1. Imagine doing this on asphalt tires. I wouldn't be able to get up to into the first hairpin. Yep, that's one tire worn. The rear left is worn enough, and there the rear right is worn enough. That's a good thing. Well, in one way it's a good thing, in another way it's not that good. In terms of getting them replaced on the service park, that's a good thing. I do wonder if the naturally aspirated 240, like the ones used in the Norwegian Championship, if that would have been more kind to the rear tires. It's a fun part of the road. Does it show that I know this stage a bit better than the previous one? Nope. Stalled it and then I did mess about with everything else then. Pulled the handbrake before I had the clutch pedal fully engaged. That's never smart in a rear-wheel driven car.
Get her to the control.
Well, we made it to the finish line at least. I don't think I would have been going that much faster through this stage, even with pacenotes. Because I think the grip is the limiting factor in here. 74th. Of course, I did have that spin. In class. Yeah, well, mostly four-wheel driven cars at the start. Oscar Esteves with the best two-wheel drive time in the E30s. Oh, E36, nice. I thought most people were using the E30. That's nice. 7:13, and I had 8:20. Dropping a full minute in this stage too. 68th position overall. 3 minutes 44 behind the lead, but he, I suspect, is in a four-wheel drive. Yep. So Valkonen is the fastest one. He's 36 seconds off the overall lead. Oh, well, this is a long one. Long stage coming up. So change the tires. No, we don't have time to fix the bodywork, so we'll just replace the rear tires so we have a bit more traction going up ahead. Or going forward. Ah, that's the Swedish Volvo. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty similar looking. Right, let's have a look at the safety notes then for stage 4, which is Alberta Forestry Trunk Road, Ram Falls. Okay, so at 0.7 kilometers, unseen tightening right turn. 3.1 kilometers, unseen left turn over crest. 3.4, unseen left chicane. 6.9, unseen left chicane again. And at 13.7 kilometers, it's an unseen tight right. Right, so let's get going. It looked like it had dried up. It looked foggy from the or hazy from the yep. What you call it? The weather forecast
3,
in the top right.
2, 1, go. Into.
So now I should have the traction going forward, but not not the traction for turning. But this one tightens a bit. Yep. That was the first call out on the safety notes. Now I have driven this one before too, but I haven't driven this one that much because it's a fairly new stage. And it is a finish road, so it is again not that easy to read at times. Oh, like this one. Those ditches are deep. You can see that I was going slightly too fast, so I hit the brakes and then that just cemented the car going into the ditch. So this is that first chicane. Okay, and we have this. That was a good way to get back over again. There was another top mount gone. Get that off. Looking at the tire wear from the front tires, I probably should have reduced the brake pressure a bit on the fronts. Don't hit anything important. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Again, difficult to read.
Okay, take it to the control.
And one corner got increasingly tighter than the other. 37 fastest on that stage. So this one must have claimed a lot of victims. 9:58. 7 minutes 42. 7 minutes 42. I mean, yes, it is It is a Finnish driver and it is his home turf, but still, that's just stupid. He's 26 seconds clear of anybody else. Tractor is in there, is faster. Jan is through. He's lost 10 seconds maybe. He's 9:21 and he's... Man, I gotta retire after this. That's just... Well, anyway, that moves me into 50th position overall, currently 21st in class, 5 minutes and 24 behind, with no doubt Nico, who's leading, is yeah. So Nico has 1.5 minutes to the next one in class. And then we got Corkscrew Mountain as the last stage of the leg. This is mine shaft going upwards, I think. Yeah, no, I think that is going up across the mine shaft jump. So what do we have on the safety notes for Corkscrew Mountain? 0.2 kilometers junction left, 0.9 junction left, 1.4 dangerous jump. Yeah, so we're going uphill. 2.2 junction left, 3.2 junction left, 3.7 keep right at junction, 6.1 junction right, and at 7 kilometers junction left. Yep, so that's what we're looking forward to for this one. It's gonna be dry, but the sun is setting, is it? I don't know how to interpret those symbols. But I'll clean my nose and then we'll get it going. Alrighty. Corkscrew Mountain. Mineshaft 2.
Three, 2, 1, go.
I do know this stage a lot better the other way. I do seem to remember there is a few junctions in this direction that come up rather quickly. I'm going to take you a bit by surprise. And a piece of the grill is bent out of shape and sticking out on the left side, left center of the bonnet, or under the bonnet. I always get this junction wrong even when I have pacenotes. Yeah, well, that one wasn't too bad, despite that one junction. 44 seconds behind what I've done with the Escort Cosworth in here before. But no, I'm happy. 21st overall on that one, so that is good. Could have been 3-4 positions higher without that junction, but yeah, no, I'll take that. 6:07, 5:19 from Oscar on this one, so yeah, it's almost a minute again. So 6th fastest Group A car in here, which is 4th fastest of the ones who count. Ooh, and I'm fastest Volvo. Yeah, I'll take that every day of the week. Welcome, Mr. Junction. Paolo was stuck. So this put me 45th overall after the end, after the first leg. 18th in class for now. So what I will do, I have to go to the toilet for a quick little break. So I will leave you with the replay from Mineshaft. So I will be right back. There we go. Now let's see, I have gone for a hunt. Let's see. Pictures. Go open. Open. I realize that I also used that same livery for a Ford Focus. So this is what I started with, and it ended up on the Volvo with some adjusted, some more adjustments done to it, rather, taking it a step further. No, I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out. And then again, as I said, to then see the that Swedish 240 rocking pretty much the same livery. That was that was interesting yesterday. Right, let's see if we can get the car repaired for the second leg. Now it's also one asphalt stage to begin with, and then the rest will be on gravel. Yep. Yeah, I do agree, Kev. I do like the colors a bit better. I might ditch the black bonnet, keep it red for the next round. That might that might look even cleaner. Yeah, everything will be dry in leg 2, so we go with dry tires. And as it's dry, then the brakes shouldn't be that bad going with the brake pressures that I have. So let's get going. Ow.
3, 2, 1, go.
It did sound like she almost forgot the that she wasn't supposed to read any pace notes for this stage. And once again, I start the stage without looking at the safety notes. In one way I don't have to on the stage that I know well, like I do with this one.
Take it to the control.
So that was a lot smoother on the tires at least. We started leg 2 without any damage to the car, which is always nice. 39th fastest on the stage. That is also pretty good. 3:16, so I shouldn't be that far away from the fastest time. No, 3:02. And also someone with 3:06 kit car. 20th fastest Group A car, moving up to 42nd overall. Ahead of a Canadian, actually. Wheat is from Canada. And 16th in class. So we have all the Volvos grouped together here within half a minute. Well, maybe not all of the Volvos, but 4 of us at least. That's fun. There's 22 seconds between the top 2, but then sorry, then it's 9 seconds from in Saturn 9, but to Dr. No Feel Good and me. That's cool. Right. Yeah, the safety notes for the previous stage was just pointing out which way to go in the roundabout, really. And for this one as well, There isn't that much to note. This is a 5-lap stage. The track on 2. So complete 5 laps. Cars must pass through the jump gates on each straight. So that should be pretty straightforward. I mean, it would have been enough with the one with just 2 laps rather than 5, but well, we'll survive 5.
1, go.
Hope no one's get lost on this one. Yeah. Well, if they do, then they might be in the wrong rally. But also, how the hell have they gotten to this stage if they get lost here? Okay, that was a bit too much over the jumps. I'll scale that back a little bit. No need to break any dampers or anything because of a heavy landing. Usually I am quite far down the leaderboard on a stage like this, or on this stage, this and the 2-lap stage. Because I often opt to go a bit slower over the jumps. Well, you do have the the fear of falling asleep when driving around this track.
Finish.
That's a Clio on the jump on the ramp there, or on the big screen on the ramp. Yeah, 10 seconds behind the Escort Cosworth. 84th overall on the stage. Taking no risks. Hi Gordon. It is going pretty well. Even though I've been overtaken by Wheaties there. I have made my way past one Volvo. Oh, that was the one who was leading, or the fastest Volvo in Group A. Okay. Mackenzie Crossing. Now, do we have anything to repair? Yes, we do. And we do have the time to repair it as well. That's good. That's luxury. So, Mackenzie Crossing. In the safety notes it says Meeting Creek, but I guess it might be the same stage. 0.4 kilometers blind right turn, 4.1 hairpin right after long crest, and 4.2 onward tight section. So that sounds like it is the right stage, but just different names to it. And looking at the time, I guess that Kev is about to start this, the rally as well. Yeah. Yeah, from the description, that do fit with what I see in the top right corner. So, Northumbria. The first half of this stage is great fun, and the second half is manageable. It is okay to drive.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ah, right, yeah. You're updating it as well. Okay. So we have time for some more wrecking with the wrong car then. Video recce. Titans. It might not be the most effective way of driving, but sure as hell is the most fun way of driving. Oh, that was one gear too many. So, now we're done with the fast and open part of the stage. So now we're into the tighter and more narrow and less fun part of the stage. That flow to the first half of the stage is really nice. And with a car like this, you can just throw it, you chuck it out sideways, pretty much everywhere. Speaking of updating the game, that RAC rally stage that Ed Hartley has made, that is in the update now, that is also really fun. Great stage. The only one that I've had time to test so far. That was close to a spin.
Finish.
That sounded like the wrong co-driver. 29th overall on that one. Just ahead of Lupis. 3 seconds behind Waitis, so and he spun. So I'm falling back from him. In class, ahead of both Ersin Saturn and Dr. No Feel Good. So closing in then in the fight for being the top Volvo. Up to 36th position in the overall classification, which is 12th in Group A currently. 10 seconds behind Dr. No Feel Good, and then another 5.5 behind Ersin Saturn 9. So we're getting closer and closer together. Right, a Battle River generating station. Oh, and this one has a lot of this one has a lot of safety notes. Junctions hazards are generally well marked. Well, this is one of the 2 stages, by the way, that was announced before the rally. What stage it was, so that people could go in and get familiar with it, because of this long list of stuff. Yeah, junctions hazard are generally well marked. To watch out for tape, bales and junction markers. So 0.8 kilometers chicane left entry, 1.7 chicane right entry, 2 kilometers square right followed by square left at junction, 2.2 chicane left entry, 2.3 turn right at tunnel exit, 2.6 chicane left entry, 2.8 chicane right entry, 3 kilometers chicane left entry, 3.1 chicane left entry, and 3.12, that might be 3.2, chicane left entry. So all of that is all of that is pretty straightforward when you get to it, but it has to be written down. Anyway.
3, 2, 1, go.
This one is equally tight and slow as Kachiche. But in a lot less confusing way. No. And again, pulling the handbrake without fully engaging the clutch. It is tricky with all those chicanes. So easy to go at it too hard. Okay, so I did crush my previous best time with the that I've done with the Audi, no, with the Volvo. 6.7 seconds. 27th on this one. Only 3 seconds behind Janne in the favorit. Two seconds behind Dr. No Feel Good in the Volvo. Now 3:48 is my time. 3:29. No, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Tricky and technical stage. 7 seconds faster than yours in Saturn 9. Maquis 410. So result after a stage up to 35, 35th, not even that, 34th position overall. Go. Well, it's only 8:45, it's not time for bed yet. 34th position overall on the stage, and it's now 13 seconds between the three Volvos that are right after each other on the overall. Range Road 101, which is the next one. It's a fairly straightforward one, judging by the stage map. Thanks, Richard. Felt pretty good, that one. Now, what does the safety notes say? They say no hazards of special note. I can agree with that. Right. It's a nice Volvo battle indeed. Sorry. It is a nice Volvo battle indeed, and the best part is that I'm not that far behind the leader as well. I'll take that. Falstone. Now this should be a good stage for me.
1, go.
As long as I keep it together. Nothing of note except for the bridges that you have to be certain that you hit right. Hi, Daniel. Catch you on the road, yeah. I take it that you still have to drive as well. I'll be watching you and Kev side by side then after I'm done driving. I might be going a bit too sideways. It's also interesting that it's on one of the original stages that the distance bar to the right has completely lost track of where we are, and well, to be fair, the load bar is correct. It's just the kilometer markers that's wrong.
Hey, take it to the control.
Ooh. There we go. That's a fun stage. Whew. Yeah, first time through with the Volvo. Ha. 31st overall on that one, so I was actually further down than I've been on some of the other stages. But then again, 10 positions up, and it's just 3 seconds or so. What did I have? I had 428.8. 408. So 20 seconds behind the fastest car. That will count for any points. Well, Daniel's YouTube channel is Daniel Monteiro, isn't it? I think it is. So if you just type Daniel Monteiro in the search bar, and I think you will find him that way. Behind Jan, as I have been throughout the entire rally so far. Makis is ahead of me again. So he's gotten the revolver repaired, I guess. This is me being second fastest Volvo on this stage, so that's good. Closing in a bit in the fight. .32 in the overall classification after stage. I've passed Ursin Saturn by half a second. And I am 7 seconds behind Dr. No Feel Good, so we're in the thick of it in the Volvo battle. Saville Farm is the second to last stage of the rally. Let's see, 0.5 kilometers unseen left turn after crest. I do remember this one being a bit scary. 1.7 kilometers left turn over crest. 1.8 junction left to slow off-road section. 2.2 kilometers junction left. 3.5 keep left at junction. And 4.2 blind tightening turn. Yep. Norrlandssprinten. So in a way we're bringing the Volvo home in this one, back home to Sweden.
3, 2, 1, go.
If we do this right, we might get a fresh set of rear tires for last stage. Yeah, now I have adjusted my pace notes for this stage, I think, for when we drive this stage normal way. Daniel is the map man of RBR. Using Google Maps and Street View to look at the real life counterparts of where we're driving. Despite my best efforts, I will not get a fresh set of rear tires for the last stage.
Alright, get her to the control.
Well, you are following good people then. That's good. Back to Rally HQ, 37 fastest on that one, and I am behind both Dr. No Feel Good and Ersin Saturn 9 on that stage. So I'm down to third fastest Volvo again. 237. Macias is making his way back up, but I think he's a bit too far behind. Yeah, he's half a minute down from me at this point. Yeah, it would be fun to go in a head-to-head someday, Richard. So 33rd position overall, 8 minutes and 11 seconds behind the overall lead. And that is 11th fastest in Group A at the moment, but of course we have a couple of four-wheel drive cars ahead that will disappear from the result list at the end of it. So I'm 1 second behind Arsene Saturn 9 and 10 seconds behind Dr. No Feel Good with one stage to go. Oh, and it's this one. Oh, that's scary. I don't know. I don't remember this one well enough. And this one has a couple of scary points. We did it recently in... We did it in the SRM non-championship round, I do think. In the very thick fog, so you couldn't see more than a couple of meters ahead of the car. Right, so CFB Wainwright on gravel. A warning, this stage takes place on a military testing range. The roads have been badly damaged by armored vehicles. Caution is advised. Blind turns are well marked with arrows and tape. Okay. So 7.4 kilometers, it's a dangerous jump. And at 11 kilometers, it's a right hairpin after a blind crest. Right. So I will lose some time in this stage, I think. Because Dolman is definitely not... Dolman is definitely... Oh, not
3, 2,
one of my strongest stages.
go.
Can't believe that I'm that far down with that jump. Well, the thing is... Some part of it is that I don't drive rear-wheel driven cars effectively at all, because I do tend to go a bit more sideways than you need to be. Narrow lines are always faster, but also trying to beat Finns, Finnish drivers in anything rallying. Yep, there we go. That is one of the holes that I usually jump off the road into. No exception this time. Yeah, no, the Finnish drivers are... First of all, they don't know the word fear. And second of all, some of them have driven a lot of RBR. I know a lot of these stages even more in and out than I do. This one is also scary, with that big log pile on the outside there. So easy to go head on into those. Chicken out over the big jump. But I prefer to survive rather than jumping. Set a new distance record over the jump. Bouncing off the road. I forgot the kilometer count, but there is that hairpin thingy is coming up rather rapidly now. It's around this crest here, I think. Yep. Turn, damn it.
Take it to the control.
And across the line. So we made it. Actually finished all the stages in the rally this time around. Great stuff. 23rd fastest overall on that last stage. 1 second ahead of Dr. No Feel Good. Nice stuff. So I had 7 minutes 10. Nico had 6 minutes 9. So that's another minute down on Nico on this stage alone. Front flip for the crowd. Nice to see the finish line for a change. Yep, you and me both, Janne. That was horrifying and sadistic by the organizers. Yeah. Thanks, sadists, for this end of the rally. Yeah. Right, so I was actually then the fastest Volvo over the last stage. Ooh, and I crushed a Saturn 9 by 16 seconds. Nice, 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 nice. And of course 1.1 seconds faster than Dr. No Feel Good, but I'm too far behind him to get ahead in the overall. This puts me for now into 24th position overall, and I did pass Wheaties then on the last stage. He's had a horrible last stage of the rally. Rd2 Saturn 9 is 16 seconds behind me in the overall, and I am 8 seconds behind Dr. No Feel Good. And yeah, not too many, not too much time between the drivers around here. Then of course he has about a minute up to Kimomis in the position ahead in 20th. So that is also for now 8th position in Group A, before Lukas is being disqualified from the end result of that. So yeah, that will be the end of this one. I will be back to, I don't think I'll be driving anymore today, so I'll be back tomorrow after work with the IRC round 2, IRC 2011 round 2 from the Richard Suffering Club. And then I'll do some SRM through the week. I think starting on Wednesday evening. But anyway, that will be it for tonight. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Do enjoy whatever is left of your Sunday. And I will catch you all later. So take care and goodbye.